I don't have road rage. Oh my gosh, move over.
Yeah. Go.
Where are we going? Where are we going?
Mississippi.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to Mississippi.
We're going on a trip.
Yeah, we're going to Mississippi.
I'm excited.
We're so excited.
What are you going to do when we get there?
Play a game.
Play a game? Oh, probably a bunch.
Yeah.
So, we're on a trip, obviously. We're going to visit my family, which is out in the middle of nowhere, Mississippi.
We're going to Mississippi.
Yep. So, we're going to have a good time. We're going to chill because being in the middle of nowhere, there is nothing to do there. There's like a bookstore that's cool to go to, and that's pretty much it. We literally go out there to pretty much unplug. We go and we sit and we eat and we talk and we eat and we talk and we sit.
And we play.
And we play games because our relatives have a whole cabinet full of games. So.
And
And ice blocks. Oh yeah, last year my aunt put together a really cool activity for the kids where she took a whole bunch of like little tiny toys and stuffed them in like a bucket of water and stuffed that in her freezer. And so then they had to like use hammers, a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old with a hammer, beating and breaking apart a massive ice block each to get all their little goodies out. Which actually ends up being a really great idea because in the middle of nowhere, Mississippi, it is 1,000 degrees, little to no wind, and the humidity is 100% not raining. So that's where we are aiming to go now. And even though it sounds like a horrible place to be, it's actually really nice and very peaceful because it's a slow town. There's nothing there. There's like, everybody does everything at like a slower pace and good company. There's good company. So we're excited. I am going to make a video soon about my dreadlocks. I don't know if it'll go up before this video or not because this one is the one I'm making first. But obviously I do have them right now and I love them and I'm really excited about them. And it did hurt in a way that I wasn't entirely prepared for. So that's a video to look out for. But yeah, right now it's just me, the man, the kids, and the dog. And she's finally chilled out because she has been like
Daddy, look at me.
up my butt all morning long. I don't know why.
Look at me.
So, Daddy, you better look at him because
I see you.
he's gonna lose his mind if not.
Look at me.
So, I'm excited. We can't do our usual pit stops though because it's the first time we're traveling with the dog.
Second
What?
time.
Well, the second time we're traveling with a dog. I mean, no, I think it's like the third time because we've traveled with Jack by himself. We traveled with Morgan by himself. We may have traveled with both of them one time.
Hold on, Iris.
And so now, I don't know.
Get these people over.
I'm trying to, but they won't get over. I'm gonna move because you don't know how to drive. I don't have road rage. I don't have road rage. I just get really mad when people don't know how to drive.
Sounds like you,
I get mad when people endanger the safety of me and my family in a vehicle, okay? And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Oh, now they know how to drive. So we can just record my road rage events all the way to Mississippi.
I'll start off the video with He's like, I don't have road rage. And then like cut in like you yelling at somebody.
Yeah.
No, like seriously, I don't have road rage. And
Like,
then
I don't have a rich. Oh my gosh, move over!
Yeah.
Learn how to drive! No. Like, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt, but this person's gonna bother me. So, what else? What else should we talk about? Our snacks? No.
We have
that's
no
boring.
snacks.
We do have snacks. We have grapes. We have other meal planning supplies because I'm still on my diet on this trip. By the way, yeah.
Yeah, you say that now, but 3 days in, you'll be like eating cake.
No. So let me tell you, she's weighing me every week right now. So for me, that's gonna be a thing where I'm like, I have to try and be as good as I can.
So eat what you want the first day, and then diet the rest, and then it'll look like you lost weight.
Yeah, right. Well, like, so today she's doing a Rotel chicken spaghetti, which is delicious. She's doing Texas toast.
I like Texas toast.
I know. And like, I can't remember what the other thing is, but it's like all this like heavy carb stuff. And I'm like,
What can you not have a lot of?
carbs.
What are you gonna eat a lot of? Carbs. Carbs are life.
She's making fish tomorrow though. Probably fried. Because out where they live, everything is deep fried and covered in batter. And
You didn't let me do my thing.
what?
Yeesh. Hi, Bailey.
So I wanted to do. Okay, so part of me wanted to do like a getting ready for the trip this morning thing, like wake up, grab brush, put on a little makeup kind of thing, videoing me being like, hey guys, good morning. We're getting ready to go on a trip. Yay! But this morning it was wake up to the sound of
Okay, we're gonna cut that out.
No, okay, seriously, I love my husband and he was not feeling good this morning. And so all I heard was like very sick sounds coming from the bathroom. And I really did feel bad for him though because I don't even know what happened because it's like...
She tried to poison me.
No, because I ate the same exact foods that you
Yes,
ate.
but you poisoned my plate.
I had more than you did of everything.
Well, that doesn't matter if you poisoned
Maybe
my
you should have
plate.
eaten more, and then it would have diluted whatever. No, it was the pickled jalapenos that saved me because, you know, pickled stuff doesn't ever go bad. So, yeah.
So what you're saying is that I should bathe in vinegar so I can get pickled, and then I'll never go bad. But I will get wrinkly and bumpy.
I edit that out. But like, so that was my plan for today. And then we had a whole change of plan. And then packing was a little scattered as opposed to being like planned. I don't know. I feel like it was way more scattered today than it has been in the past.
Because kids and dog.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And we have the van now, so we've got more space. So, like, we pack enough for everybody and every creature, but that's also more. So it kind of comes to the same amount, I guess. But
What you said doesn't make any sense.
huh?
Oh, I put my finger in frame.
Why are you doing that? Don't be mean.
I didn't be mean. I only did it for a second.
So yeah, that was my plan, and that got changed. But it's not bad. I'm glad though that we had a slow morning because I don't like rushing when we're trying to go somewhere. Because then all the excitement stuff gets like left back at the house.
That guy's trying to get over.
Oh, now he wants to get over.
Road rage.
I don't have road rage. It's just there's a massive truck next to me who like suddenly needs to get in this exact lane. There's not even a cop behind him. Like at all. That's pretty. The mountains over there.
Yeah.
I don't know what mountains those are though. It is very pretty though.
I don't think those are actually mountains. I think those are just hills.
Just big hills. We don't really live.
B-roll.
We don't really live near any good mountains.
We live near Stone Mountain.
Yeah, close enough to Stone Mountain. But Stone Mountain and like Kennesaw Mountain, Lost Mountain, whatever you want to call them, it's weird. We don't have a lot of mountains near us. The closest ones are like going to Tennessee. So when we go to Tennessee, ooh, that's pretty. That is pretty though.
Wow, trees.
Ooh, trees. I'm just not like I don't
I'm just-
mind.
Just picking Lydia. You don't mind?
I don't mind the first like 2.5 hours of the drive. It's like that last hour, the last 69 miles, no jokes about that. It is
Nice.
exactly 69 miles to our
Nice.
exit at a certain point, and it's the longest stretch of road ever.
Say the funny number again.
69.
Alright.
Okay. But no, like there's literally nothing on this stretch of highway. Like you're hard pressed to find a bathroom or like a gas station or
It's not a problem for me.
anything. Unless you have to poo.
Oh, I can do that in the woods too.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna be wiping with nothing. We ain't got napkins. Ha.
Joke's on you, we got paper towels.
Do we?
Yeah,
Still?
there's one roll.
Well then I can pop a squat somewhere.
Yeah, but that's gross and it gets all over your legs and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off.
We're halfway there. And I'm bored.
You still have road rage.
I do not have road rage. That guy does not know how to drive. Like we're merging on to like one part of the interstate and this guy like about comes over onto us and then we're driving behind him and he continues to like keep going over to that side. So that I wasn't getting mad. I was just like, I don't want to be behind him anymore. So yeah. And us being about halfway, the kids are now asleep, which I anticipated because when you tie them down, they don't have anything else to do but sleep, which is great until we get there. And then I'm going to want to sleep and they're going to be wide awake. Hashtag mom problems. But yeah, so we just passed what would usually be our stop, like about halfway through, which is a nice, like, relaxing time. There's a mall nearby that's just a nice place to kind of chill and walk around, but since we're bringing the dog with us, we don't have the opportunity to stop there. So if we were to stop anywhere, it'd have to be like a gas station and a fast food place, rest area, kind of something like that. But yeah, it's this part of the journey where I'm like, now it's endurance. It's not like the excitement fades after the first 2 hours. And then I'm bored. And there's nothing worth doing.
How did you meet your amazing husband?
He stalked me.
Yeah.
He, like, legit would hang around every place that I would go. And he got one of our mutual friends to get my email, and her sister got my phone number, so it didn't seem like, I mean, they were my friends, so I figured that they just wanted my contact info. And then I got an email from him like the next day or so later, and I never heard from her, and immediately it was like, I know what you did, you shady dude. And we went to school together, so I didn't just meet you like because we had a mutual friend. I met you because we were in class together, And I was friends with your girlfriend at the time.
Yeah, wouldn't talk about that.
So, he would legit, like, tackle me in the hallway at school. Like, run through. And I'm not talking, like, bashing my head on the floor, but, like, knocking me off kilter pretty good. And if it hadn't been for him, like, supporting his own weight and mine, I would have been on the floor a few times. So, that's how we met.
How many kids do you have? Who's your favorite?
I love that my kids are different. I love everything about the fact that they're different. They like different things. Not that they disagree on everything. I just love it that they're different. I always told, like, we always used to joke that since we were at that weird place in life where, like, we're not, like, partiers. So we've never been the kind of folks who we want to go out and, like, go clubbing or bar hop or anything like that. So we were typically left out of a bunch of events and outings with, like, people who claimed to be our friends at the time. So we used to joke and say we were just going to have a whole slew of kids and just create our own tribe and have fun and then buy board games and play with them.
If you don't have friends to have board games or to play board games with,
Make your
own friends.
It's fun.
The making the kids part is fun.
Yeah. But, yeah, so that's what we joked about. But anyway, so God decided that we only needed 2 kids. And so that's what we have. And we love them bunches. And they're flipping amazing. Even though some days
You want to strangle them?
I want to send them off to boarding school. And they're not even school age. But then I would miss them really bad, and then I would want them back. So, like, I do that, and then I go out, and then I'm, like, sitting at work or something. Like, I will send them off to, like, their grandfather's house for, like, the day, and I go to work, and then I'll sit at work and be like, I miss my kids, I miss my kids, I miss my kids. So, you know, that's just mom life.
You mentioned board games. What's your favorite board game?
Ooh. Dang, I don't know. That's tough. What's my favorite board? I really like Guess Who.
Who?
Yeah. I really like to play Guess Who. It's so easy, but yeah, I really like that game. We made it. Middle of nowhere. And I love it. Anyway, now we're gonna go off to the store because we need to get some things that we left behind, like you do when you're a family and you're traveling, because there's always something that gets left. Or there's always gonna be something that you need, especially when you have children. But yeah, check this out. It's a pretty nice little view here that we got. It's just like trees and stuff, but it's nice. It's lovely. A lot of times there's deer that show up back there. You got stuff, they got a camper thing, pavilion, all kinds of stuff. So, anyway, I'm off on an adventure. We'll see y'all. I got a tripod. I got a tripod. And yes, I'm ridiculous. But I'm also very excited. So, we are now heading back to my aunt's house. Maybe, unless you want to stop somewhere else. Did you want to go by the co-op?
Nah.
Come on, let's go by the co-op.
No.
I can only go out one way over here.
Just go out the one way.
Okay, hang on. Also, where we are is very, very hot, which is probably why you hear my air in my car on like full blast right now, because it's so hot out here, y'all. Like, this place, when I'm talking about it being hot, it's not just hot, it's real hot. Like, 106, which for us is very hot. Where we live, it might get up to like 90 something, which doesn't sound like a big difference, but it kind of is, especially when like
Humidity.
yeah, when there's humidity. Like my aunt's house, when you go to take a shower, you don't dry off, you just stay wet all day. I mean, like, all day. It's hot, it's humid. And, like, this is one of those places where you have got to stay hydrated. Otherwise, you'll have a heat stroke. My nephew had a heat stroke. Like, what, 10 years ago?
I don't think it was 10 years ago.
8 years ago, maybe?
Probably.
7, 8 years ago. So, yeah, and we didn't even know because he was fine, and then he went to like lay down and take a nap, and he was sleeping, and like my sister-in-law went to check on him, and he was just lethargic and running a fever, and what was sad and funny at the same time was the fact that we had to give him medicine and hook up my GPS. My phone's back there in my purse. What was kind of sad and funny at the same time was the fact that I think I need to turn here. That we had to give him some Advil so that they'd get his fever down and he'd feel better. Well, his fever, like, the only kind that we had were the capsules. And so my sister-in-law tried to... Did she try to hide...
She tried to hide it in pudding.
No, it was a brownie.
I thought it was pudding.
No. Did she hide the whole capsule, or did she break it and put it in there?
She hid the whole capsule. And he bit down on the capsule, and it broke, and then it got flooded with the horrible taste of
Yeah, and I think they said
liquid.
it probably kind of like burned or something. But anyway, like, he bit down, and
We heard him scream from
all
the
you
other
hear across the house is, ah! Which, like, you feel bad for the kid. And then, like, my cousin, who happened to be at my aunt's house as well, she's a nurse, and a lot of people on that side of our family are nurses, and they said, okay, he probably got enough absorbed through his, like, mouth that he doesn't need anymore. But yeah, it was just a timing thing more than anything else. So that was fun. But yeah.
Are you sure it wasn't pudding?
Yeah, I'm sure, because he wouldn't have bit down like that if it was pudding. It was a chocolate brownie.
Maybe he was very enthusiastic about the pudding.
No. So.
You don't chew pudding?
No, I don't.
I bet you don't chew ice cream either.
It depends on what's in it. If it's got chunky stuff in it, I do chew it.
My ice cream always has chunky stuff in it.
I don't like junk in my ice cream. I like ice cream in my ice cream.
It's called condiments. You put condiments in your ice cream.
I believe they're called add-ons or add-ins at
If you go to
Cold Stone.
Cold Stone.
Yeah.
Call ketchup a condiment. Nobody bats an eye. But call Oreos a condiment. And everyone loses their mind.
Oreos? Just because it's not a condiment.
On ice cream it is. It's 100 degrees. It said right there, 100 degrees.
My car says 94.
Well, your car's wrong.
My car probably has a more accurate thermostat.
Your car is probably a boomer.
So, we brought our dog on this trip, obviously. and she's a Great Pyrenees, and that means that she has a lot of fur, and I was trying to make sure that she, well, one, that she doesn't overheat, and then two, since she's in like a different place, now they don't have a fenced in yard. They have a fence in their yard, but they don't fence in their yard. So we have to take her out on a leash, and she decides that she wants to do the perimeter every time we go outside. So she wants to do her job, and she will pretty much run, if I'll let her, around the edges of the yard, all the way around, which is kind of funny. And then she still won't leave me or the kids, even though she likes my aunt and my uncle a lot, so that's kind of funny. Hey guys, so I didn't get to show you the room that we're staying in, but there's very little that's changed about this room since I was probably 4 years old, aside from maybe like the comforter and the decorations on the wall, except like, sorry, except that. Anyway, so this is what we've got, and it's not a very huge room, so I'm going to back into this corner real quick and show you what we got. So this is the room that we're in. It's very lovely. Something kind of small, and I like it. A little cozy room. And then, of course, this is all of our junk as we're getting ready to go. But, because today we are going home. We stayed probably about 3 days, and then we're going to be going off to the house, church tomorrow, and then back at it this week. But yeah, so this is where we stay when we're here. There's a couple other areas we could stay, but this is the main one. So, oh yeah, there I am, vlogging. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a little shot of where we are and the things that the accommodations, aside from the rest of the house, because I don't want to invade somebody else's privacy. But other than that, that's where we are. And I will probably film some on the way home. Sorry there's not a lot of footage of us being out here. I just kind of want to enjoy the time with our family, so we didn't do a lot of filming of like the places we went into and stuff, which we didn't really go in a lot of places anyway. So